General disclaimer. Welcome to this official presentation on Affiliate Marketing Model 3.0. All presenters are providing their services on a volunteer basis and are active participants in all products they are presenting. Their views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of the organisation. While we aim for accuracy, errors may occur. All content is for informational purposes only. The information provided is general and not personalised advice. We are not liable for any losses. We provide information and systems, but we do not endorse any purchases of memberships. Your decisions are yours alone, so we advise conducting thorough research. If uncertain, seek guidance from a qualified professional. Attendees accept these terms by continuing to view this presentation. Let's explore affiliate marketing cautiously and curiously. Legal disclaimer. You are viewing an Affiliate Marketing 3.0 official presentation. All products and services, their component parts and operating methods and systems, either provided by or created by Affiliate Marketing 3.0, belong solely to Affiliate Marketing 3.0. All IPs are protected. Anyone copying, distributing, or reselling any Affiliate Marketing 3.0 product without express permission risks serious legal consequences. Any unauthorized broadcasting, live streaming, or social media sharing of Affiliate Marketing 3.0 presentations is strictly prohibited. Downloading and re-uploading presentations without permission violates copyright law and may also lead to legal consequences. Hello, good evening and welcome. It's Monday evening and it is business presentation evening, and we have an excellent presenter for you this evening. So good, in fact, that we have two presenters, two Chantels in the panel this evening. So stick with us, grab your pens and paper, bring your friends and your family, help them come and see and discover the future of Web3 investment systems. So if the real Slim Shady could please come forward. Chantel, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Joe. I mean, isn't it wonderful to be in technology? You get yourself doubled up without any effort. But let me go to the presentation and see what we can do there. So, welcome to this presentation of Affiliate Marketing 3.0. And its sister company 3FO, and we're focusing today on 3FO. We are in exciting days, so the person who gave you the opportunity to come in for the very first time has been really wise. So thank you for being here, and I hope that at the end of this presentation you will have all the information you need to make a decision and have a great conversation. So we are a next generation affiliate operating system, and we're operating essentially in the Web3 environment and AI environment, artificial intelligence environment. And what does it mean? It's really simple. Web 1, that was the internet where we learned how to watch pictures. Web 2, we started to buy online and do shopping there. And Web 3, we now started to do more serious business with each other, and therefore security is very important. And the technology that gives us that security is blockchain technology. And with that new technology, all kind of commercial opportunities are coming towards us. And that is the central story of tonight's presentation. You can easily get overwhelmed in an environment of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and all kinds of languages that a lot of people have never heard of. What we are doing is we're making it really simple for you, because in the very essence, we are working with one currency in which we earn and that is Ethereum. A lot of you might have heard of Bitcoin, and we always say Bitcoin is the gold standard of the cryptocurrencies. But Ethereum is the silver of the cryptocurrencies. And just like silver is not just used because of those shiny bars or your beautiful jewelry, but a lot in technological machinery, Ethereum is also not just a blockchain with a coin. It is utilized to open up a complete new economy. And we have seen in the last 4 or 5 years a lot of change around us. We've seen it in the world, and now we're going to see it in the way that we are using money, transacting with each other, exchanging value with each other, valuing each other. And all of that is done by the technology of blockchain, and we are utilizing it. We are on the forefront, and we're paying you in Ethereum. And this is a company that wants to be accessible to anywhere, anyone, anywhere in the world. So therefore, we are standardizing. It is just like soccer. You know, the rules for soccer are not different in South Africa than they are in the United States or in India. Same thing here. We're all playing by exactly the same rules. And the starting point is the ignition pack. So I want to pose a question to you. What if one decision could change your financial trajectory? And tonight, that would be being ready to learn the basics of blockchain and crypto and the opportunity that 3FO is delivering to you. Because 3FO is your gateway to elite financial empowerment. With a one-time package, you unlock premium digital tools, and a powerful passive income engine is built to grow with you. And it is done in a way that is duplicatable. As we always talk here, each one teach one, because we do not want your education, your language barrier, your age, your cell phone type to be the differentiator. It is possible to do this for absolutely everyone if you are willing to participate, to learn, and to grab the hand of the leaders that are reaching out to you and are bringing you in. In 3FO, our business is basically built around what we call the yield amplifier panel. And I would say make a screenshot of this page, because it is basically telling you 90% of the story. So what does it mean, a yield panel? A yield is a profit. It is something you get because you have participated or made something available. So by buying a panel of $500, the company is giving you a yield of 1% a week. And that 1% a week is given to you until you have 2 times the value of your pack, which is basically 2 times 100% is 200%. And it is basically, if the first panel is a $500 panel, until you've reached $1,000. But after the first panel, we also have sub panels, and you can see that here. They're all here next to the right. So, and they're all 3 times as big as the panel before. So you can see the ignition panel is $500, the sub panel 3 is $1,500, sub panel 9 is $4,500, sub panel 27 is $13,500, sub panel 81 is $40,500, and sub panel 243 is $121,500. And you can only go from the most left to the most right, so from the smallest to the biggest, by moving on to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. It is in sequence. And you can see that every panel is delivering you 52% on annual profit yield if you are participating in it, at a rate of payout of 1% a week. And that is when you do absolutely nothing else than just buying panel and upgrading them, buying a panel and upgrading it. But there is something more beautiful. We are working together with our own coin, which is the BTCC, the Bitcoin code, because this community started in affiliate marketing 3.0 as a mining community. In October, 2.5 years ago, we all started mining for the very first time with our COD 20, and we subsequently have brought in validators and nodes, and now in 3FO, we have the full gambit of BTCC products that are making sure that we have our own blockchain and our own transaction speed with BTCC. And now we are going with BTCC for the first time into a proof of staking. And what is staking? Staking is you are placing your funds into a pool so that the business can work with it and you're getting a yield over it. So what is happening here? What are we offering? We're offering that a $500 pack, if you stake a 1-to-1 ratio between Ethereum and BTCC, then you can get 65% on an annual basis, which is 1.25% on a weekly basis. And you can also, and you get that until it is 3 times its return, so 300%. And then you get your BTCC back because it's staking. It's not a cost. It is placing it locked into it in a locked-in vault, and then it comes back when your program is finished. But it can even go better. You can also do a 1-to-2 ratio. So on a $500 Ethereum, you put in $1,000 BTCC. Then you get 78% annual profit yield, and until you reach 4 times the original price, which means it goes all the way to $2,000. And every time that you unlock a higher panel, that 3x and 4x percentage goes up. You can see that. It goes up all the way to 130%, which means 2.5% per week in a sub-panel 243, or 156%, which is 3% per week in a sub-panel 243. That is incredible value. And basically what it means, for every BTCC, you're getting Ethereum. So those of you who've been miners and have been mining, placing your BTCC in this system and earning Ethereum is incredible. So let's translate that percentage to actual money. So if it is a $500 pack, you will get, if you are using your 4x return on the basis of 1-to-2 staking ratio, you are getting $7.50 per week for 52 weeks. If you upgrade, it goes to $26.5, $90, $303, $1,000 12, and all the way to $3,645. And if you keep them all running at the same time, that is an amazing, that's over $5,000 a week. And this is how you can make it work for yourself. If you're utilizing the first pack, you can let the yield run, but you can also network. So you can earn up to $2,000 in that combination. And if you want to then use that to upgrade because you want to maximize your system, then you can use $1,500 and either pay yourself back the $500 or rebuy the sub panel. And that same principle is visible everywhere. Every time that you're running out of the 4x, you've had enough in order to upgrade to the next panel and either rebuy the previous panel or pay yourself off. So this is why we are saying with a $500 pack, you are able to get all the way to a $121,500 pack, which is giving you $492,000. sorry, $486,000, and that could give you $5,084 a week. So, and the company goes even further. The company is actually offering you a loan because this is a sub-panel. Sorry, can you give me just
Kom jij dadelijk even?
1 sec? Yeah. Excuse. So, so the company goes even further. At a panel of $500, the company is willing to give you a loan. So 50% of that $500 is $250. And that $250 can be used as a down payment for the $1,500, where you need another $1,250. And that gives you together a chance to then utilize the $1,500 50%, and that's $750. So for every panel, you can use half of the value that you have running as a down payment for the next panel. If you have made sure, and what happens with the loan is that your panel is simply running through. So your lowest panel that is giving the loan, the loan is being deducted by the system at 1% a week, or 1.5% a week, for example, and then you get paid out the higher panel. And because the panel is 3 times the value before, you basically are having an increase in weekly income. What you can do is then make sure that it is paid off. And as soon as it is paid off, you can create a loan on multiple panels at the same time. So there can only be one loan at the same time, but there can be multiple panels part of that loan. And that's absolutely amazing. And this is an interest-free loan. So it is being repaid with future yields, and therefore it fits into everybody's way of borrowing money. There's also a second way that we can work with this, because the company wants to grow the business and wants to build communities. And therefore, we can use that 50% and we can actually split it into 2 loans of $125, which can go to someone within our own system. And that means there is $500 can be split between 2 people, and they can then start. And all of this is possible because we are having an amazing project called Alpha AI. And this is how you can see the leaderboard. Alpha AI is essentially a professional trading platform. And all of us are participating in that, and they are trading for us, and that's how we can get our yield. And if you have a pack, then you get access to this website, and you can see what is the P&L of the trading volume, what was the last month's percentage, and what was the last 3 months its percentage. And you also can use this as a signaling platform, because there are signals being given, you can copy them, and you can see if you can actually earn your own income out of trading. And then there are more product offerings linked to our Alpha AI, our 3FO Ignition Pack, because we have an amazing rollout process together, as our Liquid Pay neobank. We started about a year ago with our Visa crypto credit card called Liquid Pay, and you can utilize this now to use crypto for payment, not just for saving. Whether you are in a store, whether you're online, whether you're at an ATM, your card, either the virtual or the physical card, will work for you. And the app can be downloaded from either your Google or your Apple Store. And then we also are taking you into the market of trading, into the space of trading, because it's a very important space. And with Pi, with protocol yield, there's a whale pass that allows you to participate with high frequency trader strategies, or if you want to be a little bit more hands-on yourself, with LFG, which is the second generation of Dodo, we take you into index trading. So here you could choose the index or even create the index. And from there, you can participate. And I have tested LFG and I absolutely love the agility of it, the responsiveness. It is so nice to work with. I can't wait until it goes live for the whole community. But with an Ignition pack, all these subscriptions are available, and your leaders can tell you exactly what is ready to activate and when to activate it and how to activate it. And then our favorite project, BTCC products. As I told you, Chavez took us into the realm of mining. He created an amazing blockchain where the transaction speed is incredibly high and where our miners are very environmentally friendly, because our miners are NFTs. They are running on code. And our electricity is e-electricity. It is digital electricity, and it's fixed. And it's fixed no matter where in the world you are. So you are able to mine our own native coin BTCCs on these NFTs, on the COD20 NFT miners. And the smallest miner is costing $50, the middle is 500, and the largest is 5,000. And on top of that, we also have smart chain nodes, 3 different levels. The Lightning Authority or master nodes, they are giving 182% APY, and they are a fantastic combination together with your miners, because the nodes are paying out in BTCC. So that gives you the BTCCs to give you the B fuel, which is the fuel that allows you to harvest so that you have your BTCC free in your MetaMask. All of these products are earning a 2x earning, and they also count into our ETF Lite offering. So it is a very, very nice product range that we now have in 3FO. As I said, there is the BTC ETF Lite. So next to the product offering that we have, the panels and of the BTCC, we are also having the first ETF Lite program centered completely around BTCC. Sorry, the vault is locking on the 15th of March, but you can choose out of 2 staking plans. And the staking value is based on the maximum staking value that you can put in BTCC is based on the value of the active packs that you have when you are starting to stake. So you can choose between a 1-year staking cycle or a 2-year staking cycle with ETF Lite 12 or ETF Lite 18. The 1-year staking gives you 1% APY per month, and the other gives you a 1.5% APY per month. And it is all paid out in Ethereum. Now look at the panel. If you had panel 500 and you had maximized it with 2x staking, then you would have 78%. Now, if you would take another $500 with BTCC staking here in ETF Lite, then you can get 96% of your value paid out in Ethereum. That's incredible value for the BTCC that you are staking. And yeah, it's up to all the products. So also your miner and your miner and nodes are counting for value for ETF. And then we are starting to introduce our newest kid on the block, introducing our contribution, the 3FO Ethereum reserves. I started this conversation by saying This is a group of companies, and in a difficult word, we call that ecosystem, that are all working together in order to get you ready for a new financial system. Just paying dollars or euros, which we call the fiat money, is not going to be the only currency in the world, the only way of managing your money in the world. Crypto money is going to be a very important additional source of that. And in order to make sure that scarcity and trust are well managed, so that people trust this type of working the same way as people are trusting other institutions in the financial sector, it is important to build up a reserve, because it is a volatile market. It is a risky business to some extent, and a reserve or treasury is a way of making sure that companies can withhold the storms that those kind of market dynamics are giving. Those market dynamics are also the reason why we can get such really good returns and good yields, because it is high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward. That's the world of finance. So the contribution to the reserve method is adopted by cryptocurrency exchanges and financial institutions to demonstrate that they hold sufficient assets to back the funds under their custody. It plays a vital role in building trust and transparency within the crypto industry by ensuring that customers' assets are secure, properly maintained, and fully accounted for. So how does it benefit the community? 20% of the users' total Ethereum rewards will be allocated to the contribution to 3FO Ethereum Reserve, strengthening the asset backing while delivering long-term value to the community. And we're contributing that when we're doing a withdrawal. So when you're making a withdrawal, a direct withdrawal, there's 20% being withdrawn. However, within this system, we are also now able to send money from, for example, if I'm your upline, my account, to someone who's in my downline and send them money in their account. We call it an internal transfer feature. And that is where we as peer-to-peer are starting to change the game, because now we are working amongst each other in this system. And there we only have a withdrawal of 5%. And it allows us to move funds securely, instantly, and independently. So that's in a nutshell the system. That is in a nutshell the opportunity that is here. Earning Ethereum based on either BTCC or either based on making a staking withdrawal and then getting beautiful products attached to it. But the company has a big ambition. It wants 100 million users. So if you're part of building now into the future, there is a affiliate marketing income plan, and we call it a uni-level plan. And a uni-level plan works with levels. All of us are having one affiliate marketing link, and we can give it to someone else. That is our first level. And if we have 2 people that we sign up on the first day, and they are making sure that the minimum volume that they are buying is $1,000, then we are getting 10% income over those 2 accounts. And that can be 2 ignition packs, 20 times a 1x miner, 2 times a 10x miner, or a mix of either. So the volume can be any combination. And then if those people are also liking the system and they start duplicating, then they send their link to other people. And, where they were our first generation, their people become our second generation. So we consider that level 2. And the required direct numbers that are activated for us to be able to earn out of their downlines, we need to have 3 people direct on our front line, on our first generation, and a minimum volume of 1,500. And that means that we could get a level income of 5,000. And this continues all the way down until level 7, where we can reach without ranks. But then, if we want to get paid over levels 8 and 15, then we need to use the rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3. That's, if we have that, then we can access 20, and we have 20 people on our front line, so 20 people wide. We can reach 15 levels deep and earn out of that. And that is amazing passive income. So level 1 requires an income of 10%, and you can speed it up, because if you know that you can earn $2,000 with $500 in your first panel, then you can actually speed up the time. Instead of 1.5% per week, you could say, I'm getting in my first week 10 members who are all joining with $500, which is $5,000. 10% is $500. And therefore, my first $500 I've already earned. Now I only need to earn the rest of the 15. And for example, we in our team within 6 weeks had earned this $2,000 in this combination of yield from ourselves and our community and in sales volume. And so you can grow your commissions, you can reinvest it then in panels, and you can earn more Ethereum. And that is exactly what this whole system is doing. Now, because of the growth that we are asking you to induce, when your network earns, you grow richer, because week after week, you can get a yield on the panels that they have activated. And this is how it works. Imagine someone in your third level has activated a sub panel 9, which is 4,500 per pack, and staked BTCC at a 1:2 ratio. Then they're earning 2% yield per week, which is $90 per week in Ethereum. And you get 5% of that, which is $4.50 per week. Now imagine dozens or hundreds across 15 levels to do the same. The key benefits of that means that you are earning weekly residual that is scalable, because the bigger the panels, the higher the yields, and with staking it multiplies the yield. So it is an incredible scaling model that we are enjoying. And also with the builder's yield, there is a performance, and that is for level 1, you need 2 active directs, and then you get 10%. And so on, you can get all the way to 20 people wide, get 50 people, 15 levels deep paid. The last level, 14 and 15, is 2%. So it's worthwhile servicing everybody who's in the community, wherever they are. And the key advantages of all of this is that we are guaranteed weekly yield. That's what the opportunity is. You start and you get to know crypto, and you get to know our system, and you get to be earning Ethereum. And it is passive. It is in the sense that it is simple. The panel does the work itself. It is also team-based earning. You can earn when you network profits, and it has BTCC multiplier. So if you are a miner or you have nodes, then you multiplying and boost your earning potential. We are transparent and on-chain, and we give a sustainable growth. It is built for the long game. We are not a hype. We are rolling out an ecosystem, and it is centered around our development hub of Chavez. And, that is an incredible value that is, unimaginable. Because whenever something happens in the market, we have our own team that adapts. We saw it when everything happened in the a month ago, the turmoil in the crypto industry, and Chavez and his team immediately adapted the policy and brought in the reserve. And if you are a professional networker, you have a real opportunity here, because there is also the 3FO rank rewards. And it is not like many of other products that you have to deduct it from your earning potential. No, this is just on top of it. So for your rank criteria, your required number of active direct referrals is necessary, plus a minimum, plus a minimum business volume. You require a minimum team size and 3 active legs in a 40-30-30 ratio, but only with rank 10 you need a 4th leg. Make a screenshot of this page, because this is the rank ladder. And for R1, which is your first rank, where everybody needs to start, you need 3 active directs, and those are the beginning of your 3 lines, and a team volume of 15,000, with a team size of 30 people, and a reward of $1,000. And that increases to rank 2 and rank 3 to $3,000 and $5,000. So you can earn 9,000 in this first section. But you need to understand the 40-30-30 rule in your team volume. So your first rank, 15,000, means 40%, which is 6,000 in your strongest leg, then 30% in your next, and 30% in your next. So 4,500, 4,500. All the other frontline are not considered relevant. It's only the 40-30-30 that needs to reach to 15,000. And the next is the same for rank 2, the 45,000 or the 125,000. And then you have built the foundations. From there, we need to set the stage for leadership, because now we are going to teach people. We're going to teach people how to build themselves up to rank 3. Because as a R4, you need to have 3 R3s, so 3 grid makers in your system. And then you need to go for R5, you need to have 3 R4s, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. So the only thing is that with R10, you need 4 R9s. So then you basically have to do the whole system one more time again. But that delivers you 10,000, 25,000, 100,000, 500,000, a million, 5 million, and $10 million in earnings. That is in total 16.5 million. And this is why we see that people are working together, because it's worthwhile to work together. The rank system works towards encourages balanced growth, it drives leadership, it unlocks millionaire rewards, and it's 100% additive. And with the Bitcoin code that is centered around it, it is awesome. This is the compensation plan. And I would suggest make a screenshot. All earnings are calculated based on active subscriptions. Payouts are processed daily in Ethereum on the base network. Yield is generated from Alpha AI Yield Performance Weekly. Every withdrawal is subject to a fixed 20% contribution to the 3FO Ethereum reserve with a 0% admin fee. 20% of the total income will be allocated to the 3FO Ethereum reserve to strengthen asset backing. This initiative is designed to deliver multiple benefits to the entire community. Internal transfers from the Ethereum holding wallet or income wallet to the transfer wallet are subject to a 5% admin fee, while peer-to-peer funded transfers are subject to 0% admin fee. To qualify for Unilever and Builders income, users must maintain required number of active direct and BTCC, staking, optional for 2x or 4x. Rank rewards are paid once upon meeting the criteria, required minimum number of active directs, minimum team business volume, minimum team size, and at least 3 legs in a 40-30-30 ratio. For rank 10, 4 legs are required. Income limits are applied per subscription based on staking ratio. 2x without staking, 3x with 1-to-1 staking, and 4x with 1-to-2 staking. Users must follow all platform terms, stay compliant, and avoid manipulation or stacking. To ensure transparency and clarity for all participants, the following terms govern the yield earnings, builders income, and payout. We paid on a weekly payout schedule. Every Wednesday is payday. And if you have not started on a Wednesday, then you get paid pro rata. There's a builder's yield income that is also paid on a Wednesday, and it's also paid over 15 levels deep. There is earning cap, so make sure that you don't lose out on unclaimed income. It needs to be fixed before the close of business. And your panel activation structure is in sequence. The BTCC staking multipliers define the yield up to 156%, and sub-panel loan boost system is eligible up to sub-panel 81. The yield distribution is paid weekly in Ethereum and based on panel value and BTCC staking ratio. You are allowed to have multiple accounts, but they have to be funded individually, and 3FO can investigate suspicious stacking patterns. Compliance and fair usage is important. We're here for the long run. So self-management and knowing what is fair and what's not fair is important. 3FO reserves, however, the right to enforce lock periods, suspend panel loans for misuse. Look, this is the beautiful stack of products that we are offering you. I hope this presentation has shown you that we are a company that is here for the long run. We have our central development unit with the CEO of Chavez. We have incredible leaders that have been here from the beginning and leaves no one behind. And we have products that are providing us the beginning of a new financial future. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation, and the floor is back to you, Joe. I can't hear you.
Can you? There you go. Oh, my sound. I couldn't get my sound on. Fantastic. Lovely. Thank you very much, Chantel. Excellent presentation. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Our mantra right from the very, very beginning has been no one gets left behind. But of course, the choice has to be yours on whether you want to continue the journey, join the journey, or become a new participant in the journey. The choice will always be in your hands, but the door will also always be open. Excellent presentation, Chantel. Very, very much enjoyed that. And I'm sure everybody now has very clear in their mind what the future could hold for them within 3FO. Okay, so let's outro. And finish for the evening. Sorry. Okay. So I'm sure everybody's aware of our schedule by now. Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, presentation day. So bring your friends, bring your family, bring your new prospects and help them to see the vision of 3FO. Wednesday, of course, is community call with Chavez. We had Chavez with us twice last week, Wednesday and Friday. It was excellent to have him for both days. And hopefully we will have him for both days this week as well. Friday, of course, is community call with training and live Q&A at 9 p.m. UK time. I think actually the time on that will change at EST time. I think it's 9 p.m. UK time. I think it will be 3 p.m. I think it's 3 p.m. EST. Everything from Monday to Thursday is 7 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. EST time. Saturday and Sunday, of course, is yours to do with what you will. We want to invite you to our brand new global leaders meeting that we're hosting on a Sunday. Every Sunday we have done 5 now, and they have been excellent, full of really excellent suggestions, full of excellent questions, full of excellent debate. This is the place where you can come and have your voice. This is not a corporate event. This is a community-led event. So this is where you can have your voice your opinion. One community, many voices, and we want to hear those voices. So please do come and join us on every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, 12:30 a.m. India time, 11 p.m. Dubai time, 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST. And come and join Carl and I on US Prime Time. If you're brand new to the system and invested in an ignition pack, come and join us on US Prime Time, and you could qualify for a free $50 miner. Okay, there you go. That brings us to the end. Thanks to Chantel for an excellent presentation, to Sue and to Izzy for keeping us on track, and of course to all of you for coming and joining us and showing your support. These are an important part of our plug and play system where anybody can come and find out about the 3FO opportunity. So, of course, we will be here again tonight, midnight UK time, 7 p.m. EST time for US prime time, and tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. for UK time. Have a great night, folks. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Joel.